welcome to Bestie Hotline.
Bring, bring.
I'm Kate Reeves.
And I'm Gemma Peanut.
And happy birthday, Isla.
Oh, Isla Blue. 10th of the 10th. Great birth date.
Yep, got that here on my arm.
You sure do.
10 out of 10 because she is. But today she's
11
out of 10.
Wow. Wow, you have an 11-year-old.
No, my baby, my first baby.
Yeah, you've been a parent for more than a decade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whew. When do you become a parent? The day they're born or when you get preggo?
That's a really good question.
I think the day they're born.
I think so.
Like that, you can't just walk out of the room. I think you're very like, there they are. I remember having this moment. I think I was like 39 weeks pregnant with Isla. And I remember it landing on me and like well, yeah. But I was just like, there's not going to be a day now for the next 20 years where I don't have to know what this person is doing.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to have to organize her day for like the next 20 years.
I know.
Obviously not 20 years, but
Well, I don't know. For me, it was the worry. Like I remember the day Rafa was born because I was nervous throughout my pregnancy. For some reason, I was just expecting things to go terribly wrong. I guess because something went wrong with a family member of mine, and it was a real sobering moment of like, having a healthy baby and a textbook pregnancy is not a given. So I was quite anxious. And when Rafa was born, I was so worried about getting everything right. And then I remember being like, oh my God, this worry is a life sentence. And my mum was like, yep, even with you, Gem, at 39 years of age, I still worry. Hope you're fine. Hope you're doing okay. Hope your mental health is good.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
Like, it doesn't fucking end.
But it does just get better and better.
It sure does.
They do. The kids better and better. I'm absolutely obsessed with Isla Blue. Happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday, gorgeous girl.
But that is not what we're here to do today, Gem.
Tis not.
No, we've got lemonade to make. We've got the pictures ready. We've got the ingredients all laid out. All we need to do is squeeze.
Oh, I need salt.
Oh, yeah.
My lemon.
Yeah.
A salt rim.
Of course you have a special garnish for your lemonade.
Oh, well, back in when I used to drink alcohol days, my poison was tequila. Not because I liked the tequila, but because I loved the salt and lemon.
Oh my God.
And then I could shoot it and get the alcohol part out of the way.
And no one ever told you don't have to have the tequila. You can just lick, suck. You don't have to lick, sip, suck.
No, but that's a lot of money to spend on a lemon wedge and some salt, you know?
I'm sure they wouldn't charge you. If you'd be like, hey, can I just get a...
I was just trying to fit in, you know?
I know, babe.
Be loose.
I know.
Anyway, who called the Bestie Hotline today?
Hi besties, I have a dilemma for you. So I am a very busy woman. I have a toddler and a newborn and a cafe that I run with my husband that we own. And even though I'm not on the roster this summer because I'm technically on mat leave because I have a 2-month-old, I still have to deal with all the staff and all the bank meetings and the accountancy and all the things that come with running a cafe. On top of that, because I'm on mat leave, I'm handling the whole house and the garden, which is ginormous and full of vegetables that I decided to plant. And I also teach yoga. So that's a very full life already. What I don't have time for is seeing my kid come after me and doing the same as me. And I don't really want that for her. I feel like I'm trapped in the hamster wheel. And as much as I froth on doing all the things, I'm also exhausted and running on fumes for doing all the things. And I don't really want that for her. I would love for her to just enjoy and do things. And I just feel like as women, we already have so much to deal with. And I have my mom close by and she wants me to do stuff for her business. And I have friends and I have, like we all do. And that's already so much. I don't want her to see me and copy me and think that this is what she should be doing and how she should live her life. She's only 3 years old, but she's already mad busy and she's just running around and trying to do all the things and always asking, what are we doing next and what's next and what else can we do? And I feel a bit trapped in this because I can't really change my life, but I also want to model something else maybe, or show her that she can also chill and not take on the world just because she's a woman. But I feel like a fraud because that's exactly what I'm doing. Anyways, I'd love to hear you discuss this topic and what would you do. I mean, you're both very busy and you both raise women, so Yeah, help, please.
That is the most DM I've ever heard. Like that sums up every DL. I do all this stuff and I love doing this stuff, but I don't want to be doing all this stuff because I'm so tired. But I really do enjoy it. But what am I modeling for my kid? But she's so busy. Is that just who she is? Or am I making her that way? Like it's
All I could think the entire time listening to her was hard relate, girl.
Yes.
Solidarity, sister.
I was like, is this caller Gem?
Also, lol, your 3-year-old is you, honey.
Yeah, babe.
Like, she's you. She's a
you.
busy gal. Like, I love that we think we can change the genetic makeup of who someone is. If you are a busy person, you're going to busy yourself. And yeah, the challenge in your 3-year-old's life will be learning to slow down.
Yeah.
We all have our things. It's like Rafa's hyper independence. I've talked about this before on the podcast, is her greatest trait. It will also be her downfall because she struggles to ask for help because she's a I can do it all person. Like every pro has a con. And you know what? I love our DL. She like the way she can laugh at herself by like, no, I've got to tend to this garden and I grow vegetables, which I chose to do, you know? But she's a doer. Like nature will out. You are who you are. Know thyself. But our DL sounds like she's not going to change, like literally. So unapologetic. She's like, well, I can't change now.
Yeah, I can't change my life.
This is my life. I'm on the hamster wheel.
Yeah.
But what she can do is that when she has moments of intentional rest, because she sounds like someone who needs to carve out intentional rest time because it doesn't come naturally to her, is to make sure her daughter sees that as well.
Or talk to her about it.
Well, I was thinking that she's 3.
Yeah.
And I wanted to reassure our DL, she's fine at 3.
Yeah.
3-year-olds are busy.
Yeah.
When they get to like 7, 8, 9, 10, these are, as you said, conversations that you can have with them.
Yeah, I think, I have an 11-year-old now, 11 and an 8-year-old. And one thing I've definitely learned in my parenting journey is you can choose certain drums to bang on, and it sounds like you're yelling into a void for a long time. And then one day you realize, oh no, that's gone in. They did hear me saying that all these years. I have set up a value, in our family because I'm talking about it. And I think it's okay to just be constantly talking like you just talk to us, to your daughter and be like, oh, I'm such a busy person. I made all this problem for myself. Oh, remember when I thought it was a good idea to plant the garden? Now I've got to look after the garden. Your 3-year-old will get that, and she'll just grow up with that. She'll grow up hearing you talk about the absolute dichotomies and contradictions of being a woman in the world, and she'll be more comfortable with it than you are because that's how it works. But rest and intentional rest and building rest into her day and girlfriend, your day. Yeah. Sounds
if
vital.
you want it.
If you want it.
This is the thing, like we're all different. It's like how kids have different levels of sleep needs. Like if your girl's busy, I speak from someone who also has a very busy daughter on one hand, and then a son who needs recharge time, who needs a lot of rest time to kind of face the world. They're hardwired differently. Like it doesn't matter how you model things, she is who she is. Yeah. And I just wouldn't worry about it. I kind of love that you have this little companion who wants to come along and help do all the things.
I also think, fuck, you got a 2-month-old? Like,
I know.
Like, shit can only get easier, harder, and then easier.
Yeah.
Truth. Like, oh my God, a 3-year-old and a 2-month-old. Like, I was literally you. That's what I had. Yeah. And it was a time, that's for sure. It's certainly not a time where you feel chill. You don't feel good about your decisions. You don't feel calm. You don't feel like you've got it all figured out for years. That is on the horizon.
The other hard relate for both of us, Revs, was small biz life.
Oh my God.
It doesn't stop.
Doesn't
train
care
keeps
if you're
rolling.
on mat leave.
No.
There is no real mat leave.
Mat leave, schmat leave. What was that? Did we even go on mat leave?
No.
Like, not really.
If you have your own business or side hustle or you teach yoga or you grow vegetables, that stuff doesn't clock off because you've got a baby. Like you can't take any kind of leave from that stuff. So
I feel like our DL's really acknowledging the guilt factor too much. And I think she should park it is what I think. What I'm hearing is I do all these things. It's nuts. I'm continuing. But my child, what am I modeling? Like the fact that she even cares shows how much you care as a parent. But that's not a her problem. It's actually a you problem.
Totally.
And I love what you said, Revs, about just talk about it.
Chat it through with her.
Chat it out with them.
How cool.
Like, I love that with my kids and the ages they are, I can literally say, Mummy's feeling really overstimulated. And when
Yes.
you guys scream at each other, my insides, they make twists and knots and I feel a little bit chaotic and I don't want to get mad. You know, like I have these
Yep.
conversations with my kids. My parents would never have verbalized, articulated why they're annoyed at me.
No.
Because I'm being annoying. I would just be like, Gemma,
I'm
stop,
bad.
you're being annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents are very loving people, but they have their limits, but nothing was explained. The difference now is we explain everything. So there's more vocab, more language, more understanding of why we are the way we are.
We know a lot of millennial women and a lot of you guys, DLs though, who grew up in a very, I'm going to say, rest negative household.
Yeah.
And are now doing all this work of like trying to undo that wiring and being like, no, rest doesn't need to be productive. Rest just needs to be built into my life. Like I'm allowed to take care of myself. So it's something to keep an eye on, you know, like you don't want to fill your day end to end with busy, 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 busy. If you think you're doing it for a reason, do you know what I mean? Like, as you said, everyone's got different limits and needs on these things, but you don't have to be productive all the time.
Well, I've reframed rest as productive because I've learned that I don't know how to be anything but. But then once I changed the language of like, no, rest is productive because when you've rested, you think clearer so you can do more on the other end.
It's like putting yourself on the charging dock.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great for you. Oh, DL, I love you.
I love you. You're a high vibe. I want to be
Yeah.
friends.
Same, right?
I was like, where's your cafe? Can I come do your yoga class? You
Also,
sound like a great time.
What is your beautiful accent?
I
I am pretty good
know.
at picking accents and I could not pick
it
yours.
sounds mixed.
Can you DM us and let us know where you come from?
Yeah.
Because you sound gorgeous.
You honestly sound like the absolute DL avatar as well. You
100p.
definitely listen to this podcast and we love you for that. Guys, if you have a dilemma that you would like us to squeeze, please send us some voice notes. We love hearing you call in, or you can write if it's sensitive or you're not a voice person. Feel free to write to us as well. We want to hear your problems. We care about what you want to whinge about, and we will never
Yes.
stop doing that.
Come to us with all of your problems. You'll never be judged.
No, never. No. And we may not be able to solve any of it, but we'll
We
hash it out.
We never solve. I love a
No,
hash out
we'll
sesh,
hash it
you
out.
know? We're your sounding board, DLs.
That's right.
On that note, we'll be back in your ears bright and early on Tuesday with a regular app. I hope you're doing something nice for yourself this weekend.
Yeah.
In fact, DL, if you were my bestie, if you were Revs, I'd be saying, I hope you've got something nice for yourself this weekend. Do one thing nice for yourself.
Yeah. And enjoy that busy 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Put that 2-month-old to bed.
Damn straight.
We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.